Hello, thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast. This is episode 189. I am Grant Fierro here with Mike Medina.
Every time it starts getting to towards the next 100 number or like the next 50, I'm always like, damn, we're
Been
trucking
here for a
along.
while.
This has been here for a while.
Yeah, we're almost at
Yeah,
190.
that's sick. I mean, and like I said a couple episodes ago, at least we have Drew's channel now to reference the original 100 and blah blah blah.
Yeah, his the original Fillet episodes are now back online.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone wants to go back, or if you're a newer listener and you never saw it originally with Drew, you could go check it out if you like it.
We have,
but they're out there.
Yeah, there's an arrayment of guests back then too.
Yes, totally, definitely is. Mike, right before we started the show, you were just telling me that you said the Sour Solution 2 is the video of the year, but I'm going to go ahead and keep in mind that it's February 24th.
I know, but that's
regardless,
I get to be excited.
Oh no, totally. I'm just saying, regardless, you were hyped on it.
Oh man,
as was I. But let's hear. What are your thoughts? Who were you most psyched on? Was there anybody in particular? The whole thing.
Gustav I'm always the most psyched on. He's always going to be the takeaway from damn near every video that he's in that I've ever seen, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, the problem is not the problem, but the problem with me about it is that I don't know anyone else.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, that guy that did that was so fucking sick.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the loop. My thing about the loop, obviously, it's absolutely devastating the way he did it, how perfect it was, and how that spot even exists. And there's just so many totally awesomeness about it, right? But the thing that blows my mind is the fact that nobody reacts to this guy doing it. It is dead silent. He rolls off the curb.
I think they're just too blown away. Like,
you think so? Yeah, man.
Yeah, they probably, if you could see their face, I bet they're all like,
I would have loved to see that. That was literally the point.
I mean, those moments happen where crazy tricks go down, and it's not screams. It's just
but I mean, I always feel like I don't know. I just with shit like that, that's like, wow, like really, really special. Right?
It is, but I could almost see like it's so psycho, and it's.
I would lose my shit, Grant. I'll tell you right now. I couldn't hold that one in.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's insane. I agree. The one really cool thing is like that's even a spot. Like, I don't think anyone's ever even thought about someone doing the loop in the streets because where are you gonna do it? But
that's what I was trying. Like that, there's just so many perfect things that came together to make that perfect clip.
Mike, what do you think about doing that loop compared to doing like Tony Hawk's whole setup?
I mean, obviously the size difference is a huge
different. Yeah.
Either way, I think it's insane that you go absolutely upside down. We've seen Rayborn do it, right?
I think he did the loop.
Yeah,
Liz Garamonto did it recently.
No, I think what's his face did like not a street one, but a more like gnarly tranny one.
Rayborn, like a full pipe type of thing.
Yeah. That's what it was, a full pipe. But I mean, in terms of which one is gnarlier or like which one?
I don't know. I mean, I just wanted to bring up the discussion. But yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Which one's gnarlier?
Obviously the Tony Hawk. Yeah. Come on, man.
No, but you know what I want to know, or just kind of just thinking about it, would be like the dudes that are down to do that Tony Hawk loop thing. Like, would they try this one? Like, how different is it? You know, like it seems like it's so different because if you think about like Tony's is obviously so tall and like. I feel like it's just more like a full.
And you're upside down for
way longer.
Yeah, way longer.
This thing was just so quick. Like, I don't know. It's probably
it was so 100%
awesome. Completely different, probably.
It was so awesome, though.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And he did it perfect.
Who is it?
His name is Simon.
Get it.
I wrote it down to know his last name.
Dude. Really
Simon Isakison.
Isakison?
That's my best attempt at pronouncing.
All right. Where's he from?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, okay. Well, we need somebody from Europe in our comments to let us know how Grant did on a scale of 1 to 10 pronouncing that last name.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean the loop was insane. You mentioned Gustav. He had
Oh wow, what a wizard.
Dude, he's really the magician. No one can skate
Dude,
like that.
wow. The
Nobody
clip
can
that
skate
you
like that.
posted, I can't stop watching it. I
Yeah, that was
cannot
the
stop
first. It's
watching
funny because I posted that clip. Like I watched the video and
it.
the
And
clip
that's
we're
the one you
referring to.
liked?
He does a front nose, nollie front 270, switch front nose, and then like alley oops back again. So it's like both
Mirrors.
ways, hard way
We
on the
talked about
shoulders.
mirror
So sick.
lines and no push.
Oh,
Let's
he did it the
bring
best.
that into.
He did it the best.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it was the next day or something. Quarter Snacks posted like, "This is the clip that's most stuck in my mind," and it was the
Mm-hmm.
same one. And I just clicked on their thing and just watched it. I was like, "This is so like you could really watch this forever."
Mm-hmm.
Like that spot was perfect for it. The ledges were the perfect distance away for him to not have to push, and he still rolled away fast, and just like
The
it just
dismount,
balanced it perfect.
the
Yeah.
dismount of each pretzel 270 looked so sick.
What was really cool about it was that he actually did it like almost the same way. You
Yeah,
know
that's
what I
what I
mean? It
mean.
wasn't like one was more reverted or they
I
were like the same thing.
completely agree. They were both so good. The way that
It
they
was
came out were both
insane.
so good.
And it was filmed cool too, like the way it was kind of just like the lower
I'm
half of
right
his
there with
body.
you, man. I'm right there with you. I think Gustav is the shit. I think that he's finally starting to get a little bit more recognition that he just has greatly deserved for years now. First of all, he got a shoe. Fuck yeah,
Colorway,
right?
yeah.
Colorway, same thing. Not same thing, but a step towards
Mm-hmm.
step in the right
The
direction.
colorway
Right?
still they're backing you.
Very sick. That means they're backing you, right? That's
Your
the point I
name
was
is
trying
on
to
a
get
shoe.
towards.
That goes.
Gotcha. I think that's the shoe looks rad.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look fucking lame at all. Then for them to like follow it up, or not for them, but for him to follow it up and give us like footage, like especially the quality of footage that we got. And you know Adidas is going to keep putting out those edits throughout the year. You know what I mean? Because that's what Adidas does. So it's like I think that he put himself in a really good position this year to really get his name out there.
Totally.
And for me, being a fan, as long as we've been doing this damn show, I've been talking about Gustav since what, Sweet Mafia?
Probably, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we talked about Sweet Mafia on this, and I was like,
really? Was that out? That was out when Skate Fillet was a thing?
Dude, I'm like very, very curious because if we didn't talk about it on here, I for sure talked about it with Drew.
I bet you talked about Drew. I don't think Skate Fillet was around when Sweet Mafia came out.
Because I remember when Drew took us around SD the first time I went out there and like showed us some spots from it, and that could have been what I'm referring to. Honestly.
Yeah. One other thing that has to be mentioned.
I'm sorry.
You're good. I was just gonna say that Gustav filmed this entire video.
Yeah,
I had no idea that he was a filmer. No, I mean, obviously, like some dudes can just film or they'll get a second angle or whatever if they're on the session. But I didn't realize he would be like the dude to film the whole Sour video. Like that is amazing. That's super cool that he had his hands in the whole thing, in that whole video project. And also, there's a line in there. I don't remember who does the line, but Gustav filmed it. And the dude wallies off this like steep bank, and there's some sort of like statue, or maybe it's like a letter, and he wallies and like ducks under the letter, and Gustav runs through the statue thing while filming him, and he somehow films it like it's. I mean, obviously there's a little bit of shake because this dude's like running up a bank and stuff, but like he filmed it so good for having to run through this statue following this dude. It was insane. And then
it's definitely from like 2013. I'm tripping.
That video's pretty old.
I think it's from when I was doing Junkie Monkeys with him, actually. I think I wrote about it. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just really curious.
I just wanted to mention before we keep this rolling, Barney Page and Albert Nyberg were two dudes that also just had like tricks that would just
Nyberg. I forgot. Yes, good shit. Love Nyberg.
Dude, he did that like half kicklip thing on the bump over bar in Barcy.
He's awesome.
That was crazy.
Guy makes double hard flips look sick.
Oh man. Yeah, Sour killed it. I would assume everybody that watches this show has already seen that video.
So okay. So correct me if I'm wrong. I've heard conflicting stories about this whole Sour company.
What have you heard?
I've heard different stories, but kind of the same thing is that they used to ride for Sweet Mafia or Sweet.
Well, Sweet, yeah,
Sweet skateboards, and there was like some kind of divide with them.
So that's what I've always heard too. Was that
they named it Sour?
Yeah, So like they all or a bunch of them left, and then they started Sour.
That's what I heard too. That's awesome. Like literally
blinded vision.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. All about it. Love it. I hope that's, dude, I don't know. I love it, man. I think it's so sick. I haven't really seen any of their boards though. I'm not gonna front.
The main one that I've seen dudes have is just like It's just like a wood grain background, like stained wood grain, and in the
Cool.
middle there's just a square that has like it says sour and black. Like I saw a bunch of them, like Gustav was skating 'em. Just like
You
a
seen one in
clean.
the streets?
Once,
Really?
one time, yeah.
Oh, you live in LA. I mean, that's a pretty good skate hub, huh?
Yeah, I mean I don't see those boards.
Oh, they
often.
look sick.
Yeah,
They remind me
pretty
of
cool.
quasi boards for sure.
Video was incredible. Mike, this was actually originally when we were talking about on the show. You said Sibo and Brett Subo video was your favorite thing of the week.
Oh,
It was good.
Snapped.
It was.
I'll tell you right now, it had some serious Warble vibes to it.
You think?
Oh yeah. That you could put that shit in a Warble video, make or what's Cobra Man? Make them sing a song and it'll be good. I loved it, dude. I loved it. It was so good. Sibo fucking snapped. First of all, he starts a line with a switch ollie down Santa Monica. It's just like, okay, there you have my attention. I will watch this.
Yeah, that's the first trick in the video.
Like, are you kidding? Like, that's just like a super sick way. It's like obviously it's been done before, but it's just like, wow, like what a sick way to start a line in a video.
And I don't think we've ever seen Santa Monica triple set in a line, unless someone did a flat ground trick before or something.
Yeah, good point.
He did a switch crook on a bench and then switch very hill to three stair after.
Yep.
That was pretty
Dude,
sick.
and he also jumps. He hucks it down a bunch of big stuff in this one. Really good switch flips. Like what? Like really good switch flips. He does a big spin flip front nose, which is just really fucked up to think about. Man, does that sound like a nightmare of just like shinners?
That does.
Oh god, dude.
It does.
So it's like, man, dude, there's so many in there that I'm like
just psyched on.
Really, really hyped on.
Now, I want to say the one trick that I need to point out. He does a big spin front nose, nollie flips out to forward.
Oh, that one that you posted? The one that oh man.
And we've seen him do nollie backside flip out, which it's still like he might be the only dude I've seen do that. And the way he locked into the big spin front nose, his shoulders were turned. So I was like, okay, like in my head, I'm like, all right, nollie backside flip, like insane. We've seen him do it though. And he nollie flips out like straight. And then he stays like 90 and then he just turns it back and he lands forward. Was insane.
Insane.
And he still had speed. I don't know. I don't even know how it worked.
One of the coolest things I've ever seen, probably. And the way that they filmed it long lenses, I'm very appreciative of that.
I need to point out as well that at the end it says filmed and edited, and it was just Sibo and Brett, so they just filmed each other.
Yeah, you could see that. I think that was a vibe. I think that.
Yeah, I mean they show it like throughout clips, but it's cool that was like the whole thing. Like it was just them.
Oh, I mean that's a good way to get a bunch of footage when you're skating really well, and there's no like, hey, you gotta call the filmer. Hey, you gotta do this, do this. You know what I mean?
They just pull the VX out and film each other.
It looks like they literally got 10 clips a day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like no shit though, like for real.
Yeah, which is sick. The ender, I must say that nollie back heel. First of all, he did it amazing.
Wow,
and that set is pretty long.
Yeah, he did it perfect too.
He did it super good.
Yeah, I like serious. I almost thought it was Dave Mull at first, bro.
Oh really?
Yeah, I've never heard of the other guy, so I was like, what?
Oh really? Yeah, no, that dude Brett, his skating's sick.
Yeah,
he has a lot of power.
I'm still waiting for this rumored fucking skate rats, dude. You already know.
Should be sometime this year. That's what we've been hearing.
Corey Kennedy.
Sibo posted on his story yesterday. He was out with Brett again, and it was like, our part dropped today, but we don't stop. And it was like he tagged skate rats, and they were filming with the VX.
That's sick.
So
they make really good shit.
Skate Rats has amazing videos.
I agree.
Can't wait for this one. JB Gillet. Gillet. How do you say it?
I always said JB Gillet.
Gillet. That's what I used to say. And then the other day I said Gillette. And I was like, why did I say Gillette? And then right now I said Gillette.
You just like it. You like to use Gillette.
Anyway, so he's been welcome to Primitive.
Random.
Your first response is random. Why is that?
My first response was I already knew this because Carlos gave it away on that bail at the barracks thing or whatever the hell. Not bail at the barracks, that barracks thing.
Explain it.
What was it called? I forgot.
It was just a First Try Friday.
Oh, live First Try Friday with Carlos Ribeiro.
Last week.
And he had a JB Gillet board, and people thought, what did people think it said? Austin Gillette. A bunch of comments thought it said Austin Gillette, yeah. And I thought that was just hilarious. I thought that was so funny, dude. So
Oh
I
man.
looked further into it and Slap message boarded it and figured some shit out that it was JB Gillet and Carlos Hibiro had fucking teased or spoiled the entire thing.
Yeah, I mean the thing that's crazy about that is like if you think about Carlos, like whatever he probably got that obviously got those boards from Primitive. And then he was just out skating. And then he goes to do this first try Friday thing and it's live. So like as soon as if it ever hit his brain when they were filming that, he was
There's no way.
oh,
Why would it have hit his brain? You know what I mean?
yeah, but I mean even if it did, it's like he can't do anything about it. Like they're filming that thing live.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, everyone's already seen my board.
Mm-hmm.
It's too late.
I just think the Austin Gillette thing is like one of my favorite things about it. There's
funny.
A bunch of comments that said that shit too.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What do you think about the VX video they put together to introduce him?
I think it looks cool. Like they didn't do it bad. It doesn't look bad at all. I can see and clearly tell who everybody is. I think Tiago fucking snapped again for sure.
Tiago looks good in VX.
Dude, that switchback tail is literally his superpower.
Yeah.
That's wild to have that the way that he has that.
He's the only dude that has it.
You're right. You're absolutely
the only
right.
one in the whole world.
Just dummy pop, dummy fucking balance. Just doesn't make any sense to me that he can do this trick that well, right? But here we are. We got Wade. I'm good. Like if those two dudes are in videos, I'm like fine in general.
Barrel flip no slide was pretty sick.
That's hard, huh?
Yeah, no one does that.
Jeez, I mean, just think about how hard that sounds. Again, that's another shinner just waiting to fucking happen, man.
I feel like your nose would just hit the thing and never make it up.
Or that.
Never get into no slide. Like how do you even get in? It would.
He'll just hit the thing and never make it up.
It would never make it up.
That's
His
hilarious.
somehow made it.
JB Gillet, you and I talked about it a little bit before the show. I think that there's definitely a strong age divide amongst the Primitive audience right now.
Yes.
Which I think is definitely part of their marketing strategy, in my opinion.
Well, let's explain it a little bit. So what you're saying, Mike,
you do that part. I'll do all the speculations.
Okay. What Mike and I were saying before the show is a lot of people closer to my age, which I'm 20, so whatever, teenagers, especially kids that are younger than me. Like if they're like 16, I would guess that almost any 16-year-olds know who he is, to be honest.
I agree.
Because
because a lot of those kids, I feel like they don't do their homework, man. They get into skating and they don't do their homework.
Go on Instagram and whatever.
Yep. They think Instagram is their homework.
A lot of people, even my age, like I've just heard at skate parks and whatever else skating the past couple of days, like they just didn't know who JB was. Like, who's that dude? Which, I mean, it's fine, but we're just want to point out that it's crazy because there's probably, I mean, I guess there's other people on Primitive, like people my age might maybe have heard the name Devin Calloway more, but might not really know much about Devin either. Mm-hmm. But other than that, Primitive is pretty stacked with like younger dudes and Bastion, I guess, but pretty stacked with like younger dudes that are most kids would know. And then obviously there's people older, Mike, your generation that grew up at least knowing who JB was or watching JB be one of the most skaters ever.
Yeah, like Cliche was there's a few things that come into play from my standpoint or like my generational standpoint, right? Is that Cliche, by the time you guys had gotten into it, like your generation or younger than you, is already gone.
See, for me, I mean, I did experience.
Well, it was Bon Voyage was your only Cliche video.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. That's kind of like my point, right? Like, not to downplay anything. It just sucks that they're out of bit. Like, it was a rad brand, but for like, it was always a thing. Like, yeah, I remember Cliche always being a thing.
You know, Kyron Davis. Kyron Davis used to skate for them. He was in Bon Voyage.
That doesn't surprise me, but I don't remember it.
And Kevin Bradley.
Definitely know that.
Yeah, I knew you would know Kevin was on.
Definitely
Kevin
knew that.
was in Bon Voyage.
I remember being like, "Damn, this little kid is sick."
I remember my first ever memory of knowing who Kevin Bradley was that Joey Brzezinski used to post him because like when they were filming for Cliche. Mm-hmm. And then I went on his Instagram and Kevin posted a photo of an FA board. And it was like right when FA launched or whatever. And I just remember seeing Joey like, "You're over Cliche." Like Kevin had never hit him up to quit or never hit someone up to quit, I guess. And he was just posting FA boards. And then Joey would just comment that.
He probably knew that shit was literally Bon Voyage.
But thinking back on it, like before, obviously Kevin has to be on FA. It's the perfect thing. It's his friends, everything. But Kevin on Cliche is pretty sick.
I mean, Cliche was pretty fucking sick, dude.
They had a really rad lineup of dudes.
Yeah, they had a really rad lineup of exactly what the brand was marketed towards.
Yeah.
Like you knew what you were getting out of that team. You know what I mean? Which is sick.
Actually, to go back, but the way this whole primitive thing kind of started, Mike, you were saying that we talked about this age divide, and you said that you think that's part of what primitive wants to do.
Yep, I think that's part of it is definitely getting the European market out there a little bit more. Obviously, because from what I've been told, I have good homies that go out to Europe to skate and film a lot every single year. That Barcelona being the main point that I'm making, but like they say that like over there, JB is Michael Jordan. He's the shit. He's a legend there.
Yeah.
So for primitive to want to get their feelers out to Europe a little bit more, why wouldn't you want the #1 guy riding your boards, right?
Totally.
And that makes sense to me. Makes clear sense to me.
Yeah.
The other one that I'm thinking about is that generational age thing. So now these guys who are 16 years old, 15 years old, all the way to 20 years old, right? Or whoever doesn't know him, for that matter, right? Now they do.
Now they know him, yes.
Now they know who he is, and they know that he rides for primitive. And that's
but is JB the dude that like the 16-year-old that wants a primitive board? He's gonna go buy JB's board?
No, but that's
probably not. But yeah, he knows who he is. He's thinking about primitive,
and he still has the options to buy the Nick Tucker board.
And when Robert Neal goes pro, that's gonna be
exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
We have to mention. How in the world did Robert Neal do all those flat ground tricks after his nollie heel front flip?
I don't know, man.
That was incredible.
Yeah, he's awesome. That kid is so good. He's like your age, right?
Yeah, maybe a little older, but not much.
Yeah.
He's probably 21 or 2.
I picture him as like a 20-year-old type dude.
Yeah. Dude. That line
was
good. Insane.
The switch front shove is still his standout clip for me.
The one from his welcome?
Yep.
Dude, the switch front shove in this was pretty crazy too.
Super good, but that's still the defining clip.
Yeah, for sure. That one is probably like the best one.
Probably like ever, shit.
It was my favorite. For sure, the craziest looking one in a good way.
I really like the Neen Williams front shove. It's not switch, but the Neen Williams front shove from Chicken Bone. That one's massive.
Yes.
He lands like it's a fucking he's jumping off a fucking cliff, dude. It's insane.
I mean, that's pretty much how Neen what he does, right?
Yeah, you're right. Especially back then. Especially that vintage
huge though.
Ooh. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Brad Cromer.
Oh fuck yeah.
New shoe, new
very
footage.
appropriate hat on today. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Huh?
Good shit.
That's funny. Yeah, because we're talking about Sibo and Brad. Man, I think the best way to describe Brad Cromer,
a unicorn, a treasure.
He's the perfect skateboarder.
Yeah, no shit, right?
He's the perfect skateboarder.
Shoes look good.
Shoes look good, yeah. Clean, basic, slim-looking shoe.
Don't look bad at all.
His skating is so good. The tricks he chooses to do, because you know that Brad Cromer has so much skill that he could probably do anything he wants to do. But he chooses to do the crazy cool-looking tricks that he does. He chooses to just kickflip stuff because it looks so good. Oh, he's the best.
Yeah, man. I don't know. He's the shit. There's not much to say about Brad Cromer other than like if you haven't already watched it, I kind of I don't know what you're doing.
That line, he does board slide and lifts up on top, kickflips over the rail like immediately, and then does back tail, back heel.
What a good, tasteful trick.
That is the best line. That's the best line. Oh man, he's so good. And I have to mention too, on that ledge across that's in the street in New York. Yeah, I think all his footage is in New York in this, but he does front tail, and then he kind of inward heels out, like it's like he's gonna heel flip to straight.
Oh yeah,
but then he turns his body. That was crazy.
Yeah, the way he does things is pretty cool, huh? It's pretty unique,
dude. One of the sickest.
It's the board control that allows him to do that. You know, like the way that he manipulates his board is pretty insane. It's really fucking underrated and sometimes can be overlooked too.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
Wild because he's been around for so fucking long, killing it.
He's one of the best.
I completely agree with you, man. I'm right there. Shoe looks good.
Yeah,
nothing against it. Shoe looks good.
I mean, I know we mentioned this recently on the show, but it's kind of interesting hearing all these rumors of Huff's footwear getting cut, and then we see Huff. Like the title of this video was, this is what stood out to me. It wasn't Huff presents Brad Cromer 2. It literally the first 2 words are Huff footwear.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I don't know, like if these shoes aren't going to be around much longer, then it's kind of interesting that they're doing this.
Mm-hmm. And the way that you heard Plunkett talk about them, it sure as hell didn't seem like they were going anywhere.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe it's just a bunch of internet rumors. We don't know. But congrats to Brad on the shoe and the amazing footage.
Yeah, no shit.
That's all we got to say.
Nailed it.
One of the other most board control dudes in the whole world, Mark Suciu.
Oh, dude, if not
Part for Thunder.
Control, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Him and Brad, it's like the spots they choose to skate and the tricks that they choose to do, they just look the best.
It's really exciting too because you don't know what you're gonna get.
With Suciu, a lot of it to me is the spots. Like I don't know how he seems to find these spots that we don't see anybody else skate.
Man, I thought the same thing when I was watching the little Thunder part for sure.
Like how does he skates that like it's like a flat ledge that kinks down that he switched with back 50s. Just like what? Where's this spot? Like how have we not seen anyone else skate that? And he has all this night footage that looks so cool.
It definitely seems like he's out in the streets a lot. So I mean, it doesn't surprise me that he's just like
looking
around finding shit. I guess
based on his Instagram, he's constantly out skating.
Yeah, seems like him and Frankie are like always skating.
Yeah, which is sick, and they share a lot of the same sponsors, which makes it cool because you get to see their footage together sometimes.
Good point.
I don't even know what else to say about Suciu. His skating is so good.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks is that we only get so much of it, and that's no one's fault.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
A limited amount.
Yeah,
dude. You know what was sick? He skated that it was like an A, and he nose grinded up it, and then popped and like fakey 5-0 down it.
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
Like, the amount of control to do that and do it so perfect.
Especially the way that his like hips and shoulders turn, but like his lower half is still exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. But that's weird. Like what Suciu's like known for is just like weird.
What he's known for.
Yeah, that he can spin out of stuff the hard way.
He has a grind.
It's true, he does have a grind.
He has a grind. Like you're not a punk when you got a grind. You're the man.
And you know what's crazy is it's a lot of this footage is just cool looking spots that are hard to skate. I'm not trying to downplay it, but then
very hard.
But like ledges and maybe a weird manual or something, and then you just see him do front 180 switch feeble grind down a handrail.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's amazing.
What a weird trick.
Chris Cole trick.
Oh, Chris Cole, man, that's for sure a Chris Cole trick. For sure a Chris Cole trick.
Apparently Suciu got him though, because he was doing them even when they had street league here at the Vans Huntington Beach Park. The other rail's so long, he was doing them down that.
Do you see Chris Cole just like fucking around at Sheckler's ramp?
I haven't.
It's literally him just goofing around, just like shredding.
I bet that dude probably. Shredding. He's one of the dudes that I feel like Chris Cole, if he just tries a trick, he could do anything he wants. Not that it's easy for him, but like that dude, I don't know. Like he's always been someone that probably has so much control over his board. He could do his go-to tricks, but then he can do like the most goof off, random, like silly tricks.
Agreed.
What else we got here? TJ Rogers, Mike.
Oh yeah, two TJ things, huh? He's on here.
Oh yeah, he had a Battle Commander and a video part.
Yeah, Battle Commander came out first, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. It did.
It was sick. It was sick. It was exactly what you expected.
You think?
A bunch of insane tech fucking weapon tricks. It's exactly what I expected for sure. I did like the approach that he took where he like did like the ollie over to ledge. Like ollie over, like I don't know, like a barrier cut type thing, I think it was.
Yeah.
That was fucking sick.
I mean, he didn't even skate the normal like park obstacles.
Yeah, which I like that because I feel like what else can be done at this point, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's endless possibilities, but yeah.
I don't know. I like the DIY aspect of it. I think that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think the ollie overs to grinds looked really sick.
Dude, I have to mention. What? I'm sorry to go back to this. In Sour, I don't remember who it was. There's a ledge that looks like a plus sign. And they switch flip nose ground 180 and then switch flip back nose ground 180. Yeah. Where you have to go over and then lock in was so sick.
How did he do that?
I can tell.
Also, like, what a strange trick shot. Like, he could have picked something way easier and it would have been so
sick. Then switch flip nose grind.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but what you were saying about the way TJ was skating, it made me think of that spot.
Man, fucking crazy. The enders, I don't even know what it is. Is it a hard flip? Like, what is that?
What was the ender?
It's like a fucking nollie heel. No, I don't know. Honestly, I
Oh,
can't
like he goes
remember.
into no slide and then he flips out, but he lands switch.
Yeah, I don't even know
That
what
was
that
like what
was.
Luan did in Chronicles. Yeah, I guess like a nollie hard flip. I don't know. It's weird to say because you land switch and
That's
you're
what I'm
sliding
saying. I
regular,
don't
but
understand what that trick is.
I mean,
It
if
looks
you're
cool.
talking out of a
It's
nose slide, if you're speaking like since it's out of a nose slide, it's almost this might sound dumb, but it's almost like a nollie flip body varial. But the way you're pushing to flip that probably feels like a nollie hard flip. I don't know. That's weird. And his part, Mike, what do you think?
awesome. He fucking is so good at doing like the mix-ups of like really insanely tech ledge tricks and then jumping down huge shit the next clip.
Those are both. Yeah, that's like how he skates, which
Like
is kind of crazy.
really, really wow. He also does switch frontside big spin up like a 5-stair, which is just like what?
Oh, the stretch one that everyone skates
The
at.
one that Diego switched straight up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. He did
Yeah.
something else too, didn't?
He switch front shoved it.
TJ had 2 tricks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the next clip. Switch front big spin and then switch front shove.
Jeez.
Or it may have just been regular, but I think they were switch if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I can't remember. I watched it like when it came out.
That's wild.
No, dude, that's really fucking hard to think. Like, you got front big spins like that.
I switch front bigs way better than front bigs, but no, I can't do up something.
Like that's wild to load up for that one, dude.
That is one of his tricks, though. Not to downplay that it's psycho, but that's like one of the tricks he's known for.
I agree. I agree.
What was I going to say? Oh, do you think this is? I mean, pretty much all this footage, if not all of it, he has Adidas on. Yeah. He's repping Adidas pretty hard throughout
it. That's it. Footage dump. I was going to bring up that point too.
You think S is going to put him on?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's in their best interest to do so. I think that he's obviously in a window right now with all this footage coming out and everything. He's got Red Bull backing him. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Blind clearly backs him all the way.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I don't know. Right. I would put him on. If I was Kelly, I would put him on over Schmatty. Just as my personal opinion. But Schmatty obviously is his good homie and all that stuff. But in my opinion, I think he's 10 times more marketable, better skateboarder, has bigger sponsors.
He does have bigger
outreach. He's from Canada, so he reps a different country. Like,
yes, I think what I'm getting the feel from S is like they want, like Schmatty is like obviously he's not old, but he's like he's almost like, it makes you think, you know, people say Thiago's like an OG, but he's not. Like he wasn't known until a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like Schmatty has that feel to me that like older dudes probably think Schmatty's sick. And like he dresses kind of like that, obviously with like the whatever huge track pants and like I don't know, I like he fits that. Not that TJ doesn't fit that at all, but I'm just saying like I think that might be the
I mean, I think TJ definitely dresses like that as well, though.
He does, yeah,
yeah, for sure.
But I don't know. I think Schmatty fits that pretty well too. But
I agree. I think that they both fit it well. But I mean, in terms of people that I would put on over other people, or would
take TJ
towards? Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I see what you're saying.
There's more advantages to TJ, in my opinion.
Yeah. Sammy Montano. I've been familiar with the name. Wasn't too familiar with the skating. This Globe part, he got a colorway for Globe. His part is psycho.
That seems weird that you would get a colorway for Globe. I don't know anyone that buys that.
I think that they sell in Australia.
Interesting.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that like Australia and maybe like some surrounding countries that they sell out there.
I mean, that's huge.
Which makes sense because they got to be selling somewhere else besides here because who sees them?
They have to. I know that the Globe sells other shit that like may help fund their footwear program, like longboards and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know,
but this video part.
I meant to ask you this on some like I don't mean to not talk about it, but
go ahead.
Okay, so does Dark Stars through Dwindle, but does Dark Stars still sell to Walmart, the Walmart boards versions?
I think, but I don't know for sure.
That seems so fucking weird.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, sorry.
No, it's okay.
That just seems fucking insane that you could go to a skate shop, right, and buy a fucking Dark Star board, and then also go to Walmart and buy a Dark Star.
Yes, but they're not the same.
I know, and that's what I'm trying to say. And they're totally fucking different things.
Well, it would be weirder if they were the same.
Would it though? Like, what?
I think it would. Yeah, because I mean, it's weird regardless, but it would be weirder if you could go to Walmart and buy like, I don't know, who's on Ryan DeCenzo's new board at Walmart.
You're so right. Oh my god,
that would be weirder.
You buy like a Cameo Wilson board.
That would be way weirder if that was at Walmart. That would be way weirder.
Oh, that's insane. Oh my god. Can we get someone from Darstar to answer a few questions?
We could try. Dwindle did a demo down in San Diego.
Dude, that's what made me realize that they were from Dwindle. I didn't even fucking.
You didn't know that?
Nah.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea. I swear to God, I thought they were through Walmart distribution.
Mike, come on. You think DeCenzo's getting a check that says Walmart distribution? That's ridiculous. Sammy Montano, we can't get off this too far because this dude did a front nose grind and popped it 180 to switch crook.
Yeah, that was the best clip from the part in my opinion. Not the best, but my
the whole thing was really honestly good throughout the whole thing. Like this really, dude, his name, I would expect it to continue to get bigger after watching.
I agree, and I think he has a cool name. Sounds cool.
It does.
Globe again. Back to Globe though. Kind of strange.
Hello, Renan. Wait, do you know who this dude skates? Who he gets boards from?
Not a clue. I'm gonna Google.
Shoot, I don't know either. I feel like it might be a Dwindle thing. Especially now we're talking about Dwindle. But what would it be?
Sorry.
Sammy Montano.
What do you think it is, bruv? I'm looking it up right now.
No, almost or something.
Oh, what do you think it is? What do you think it is? What do you think it is?
I guess almost. I don't know.
Oh,
almost. Habitat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
According to the Border, which is a pretty good source for sponsors and shit, honestly.
It is. It is good. Sick. Yeah, well, this dude killed it. I would now, if I ever see his name again, I'm gonna click because he had some crazy
he for sure has work. He has alien boards in the part. I should have known that.
Oh yeah, I do remember seeing alien boards actually.
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's funny.
He has that like really sick one, like the OG color that has like the purple and the green and the blue.
Mm-hmm.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it in the footy.
Uh-huh. Okay, my bad. We just had a little brain fart.
We did. That's all that's on this list. Mike, before we started, you did say you wanted to discuss some specific dudes that you would like to see shoe companies push harder.
Yeah, Tyson, number one for Vans, is I'd like to see him really go. I also want to see Raven really get put on Nike because
wait. You're gonna have to clarify. What do you want Vans to do with Tyson?
I want fucking Tyson to either get a shoe or a colorway or a
Nike. Got a colorway.
I know, but did he?
Yeah, he got the Ultra range. It's white with the black toe cap.
Oh my God, you're absolutely right. I've seen people wear those too.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just chill on the Tyson, huh? Let him
They're already backing him.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of Vans, did you see? Are these in production? The Kyles that have like the Gucci snake?
Yeah, he said they were coming out.
What a good idea! Whoever designed that at Vans, you fucking nailed it, dude. Like for Kyle to have like a little Gucci snake on his shoe, like, are you kidding?
Let's see. It says dropping next month.
Hey, I bet you're gonna see a lot of that shoe.
His post with this shoe has 36,000 likes.
That's exactly my point. Mark my word.
Fired up.
That hype beast will eat that shoe the fuck up, fam.
Well, it's Kyle. He should have a Gucci shoe.
I agree. I've just been talking about that recently with a homie of mine, where like they really nail stuff for their pros.
Who, Vans?
Graphic or like just in general, like when companies really just fucking nail it.
Oh yeah.
I like that, dude. I really like way to like really try.
Yeah.
Not just put out a board that says green eggs and Maxim on it.
Okay, back to this. That's forever Mike's favorite thing to talk about. You can say it's trash all you want, but you love to talk about it.
Worst board graphic ever, dude.
You love to talk about it, though.
I know, it's my favorite.
Oh, man. Anyway, is there anyone else in particular that you were going for? Or was Tyson your dude and I just shut you down?
Yeah, no, it's cool. Raven on Nike is one thing that I really would like to see happen.
Okay.
I think that it fits the mold, in my opinion. Like, he fits that, like, kind of, like, fringe type dude. Like,
fringe.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, not
kind of, but he's kind of fresh.
Huh?
I said kind of, but he's also kind of fresh at the same time.
I agree. And that's like the best thing about it. That's the part that I like.
Yeah.
Is that it's like Grant Taylor, where it's like he's fucking gritty as fuck, gnarly ass dude from Atlanta, but he is great. Not to mention him and Raven in the bowl for a Nike demo just sounds absolutely insane.
Would be sick.
Yeah, and I think that him riding the I mean, obviously he's been wearing the shoes for a couple months now, and him putting the stickers on his board is definitely not.
Okay, the sticker is what made me feel like he either really wants to get on or they're putting him on.
Me too, and that was my thing because everyone seems to wear fucking Nikes when they're just in limbo, right? Nike.
That or like Vans.
Yeah, for sure. So it's like, I don't know. I'd like to see that happen. And then Adidas, obviously, I want to see John. I want to see them just really go all the way in with John. John D'Lo deserves that shit. I think he's extra special. I think that he does stuff that other people aren't doing. I think that he markets himself better than probably any skateboarder on Instagram right now. Like literally.
Better than anybody. Wow.
Well, not better than I shouldn't say better than anybody, like money-wise, because I think obviously there's people that are fucking doing paid advertisements and all this other shit. But I think that John uses the Instagram platform extremely well.
I think he does too.
There. I mean, the fact that there's literally people that send him clips that say John D'Lo challenge and shit.
Yeah.
Right? Like he didn't ask for that.
No, he never. He wasn't posting his own challenge. People just want to skate like him.
Exactly, and I think that
in a good way. Not that that's whack.
Fucking recognize that.
Yeah,
like, this dude is special for sure.
He has influence.
For damn sure, dude. There was a New Balance one that
Kids send him clips of them like on Skate 3 doing nose manny drop nose mannies.
What I'm taught, that's exactly what I'm saying, man. It's because nobody skates like him. He skates like John. Like John skates like himself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that I would push him over Lil Dre all day.
I think Lil Dre's going to be a huge.
I think he's awesome. I think he's awesome. I think his consistency is insane. Like that dude doesn't.
He's a great skateboarder.
Yeah, but in my opinion, like John literally basically has his own shoe.
What, the Sambas?
The Sambas. Like, are you kidding? People call them shits the John D'Los, and he's not even like on the team technically.
Yeah. Who are you gonna say with New Balance?
I forgot. I had one for New Balance. Now I can't remember it. There's somebody that I really like too. Cons, I'd really like to see them go all the way with Braun. Put him on the fucking team. Let him fucking do his thing. He's the shit. He's been wearing Cons for years, dude.
Yeah.
Him and Paluzzi as well.
Yeah, I would love Paluzzi to be on.
Yep. Those two dudes need to be on Cons, in my opinion, because those dudes are sick as fuck.
Oh, Paluzzi's so insane.
I can't remember who the fucking New Balance one was.
I don't know.
Tripping, my bad.
No, you're good.
It was somebody so tight that you'd have been like, yeah, for sure.
That's like getting New Balances, but they're not.
Yeah, that like they're not in any of the video projects yet.
I don't know.
I forget it.
I do think it's cool that Kessner's been out with them.
He's so good, dude. That dude is so good.
Yeah. And when you're getting a Shane O'Neill's company, you're gonna be even better. Good obviously. Point. But like think about how good he is, and then he's just gonna be skating with Shane now. I mean, he is skating with Shane, but just for the future.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, that dude is the shit.
He's super good.
Ronnie Kessner. A cool name too.
Super great skateboarder.
Did you see that, Deshaun? I wanted to talk about that.
Oh, Deshaun posted boards with some scribble over them, so you can't tell what they are.
They're not deluxe.
They're a lot of wood grain.
They're a lot of wood grain. They're not deluxe boards. I know that.
Why do you say that? Not that I thought they were, but okay, yeah, I figured that's what you were going to say.
Yeah, I've seen enough deluxe boards to know exactly what their sticker looks like.
The bareback sticker?
Yep. With the cartoon dude or the guy falling down.
What does it say? Like skate at your own risk or something? Yeah,
skate
like that?
at your own risk or something like along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah, this one, and it's red. It's white and red.
Yeah.
This one's white and black. It says warning.
Yeah. So I don't know. We just eliminated an entire distribution of options.
Did you think he was gonna get on any of those companies?
No, but I just like speculating.
Yeah, totally.
He's been riding deluxe boards for years. Yeah. He skated them in Street League, right?
Mm-hmm. That's almost
Chicago.
That's almost all he's skated. I mean, except we saw him with element boards for a sec.
I thought that. I swear to God, Grant, I thought that was going to happen.
I did too.
I really did.
I did too. And when he was at Tampa with the element board,
big dumbass logo board,
I thought he was going to be on.
Yep, I'm right there with you, dude.
But here we are.
But here we are.
Well, I mean, good for him. Hopefully this is working out.
It's just like insane for me to think that this extremely great pro level ass dude has never really had a board sponsor. Like Sovereign really never did anything with it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think that's exactly why he split.
I don't think people even associate the fact that he was on there anymore.
No, I don't think they do.
So it's like, I don't know, man. It's insane because I've seen it in person too. Like the front crook down that massive fucking hubba at
Street Ring, yeah.
I was 5 feet away, and I'll never forget just being like,
he's gnarly.
He did it like it was nothing, bro. Like it was nothing. I wonder if Andrew was there for that. That's before I knew him.
Probably.
Oh man, that sucks, dude. I didn't get to hang out with them. Anyway,
Andrew's the man.
That dude cracks me up. Speaking of him, you see him fucking dropping apart?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We're gonna talk about that one.
we'll have him on when he posts it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
What do we got? That's it?
That's it for the topic list.
Sick.
That's all we got.
I like it.
All right. We'll be back next week with 190. Hit us up if there's anything we should watch, anything you want us to discuss. Maybe have a debate, whatever you want us to talk about. And yeah, we'll be back in a week. Later.